Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent GD's Super Channel G. Voice a little raspy because of allergies, but we're gonna go ahead and dive in to do an easy drawing of Spider-Man.
Folks, this video was brought to you by Vince.
Stay tuned.
God, is this great? Welcome back to Vincent GD's Super Channel G. So we're gonna be doing an easy sketch right here of, we'll do whoever you want. You want to do Spider-Man, you want to do Ninja Turtles? Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and start. It's right over here on this page. So all we're going to do is we're going to get this little mixed media sketch pad because the paper is thicker. I tried doing this on regular like copier paper and well, it just bled through and then started getting everywhere. So this Mr. Sketch, I finally found my Mr. Sketch markers, and here's the colors that it comes with, and the scents, because this is the color of it and this associated scent. And so I like the way the end is chiseled like this, and that's really why we're gonna use these. So again, here's all the colors, and hopefully they're all in here because I don't know where I had it that it got like busted open on the top like that. And it doesn't even look worse. We have my favorite brand of pencils, this Ticonderoga. I prefer for the tip to be dull versus pointy, but it'll dull up after a bit. So typically get the pencil, sketch more or less what I want, and then go over it with the markers. So this isn't going to be too complicated. I want to make this basically as easy as possible, and then just use the sketch markers. And if you like, I can probably just dive in and color it and do it without the sketch. But so here's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and start with a circle. And so it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just doing this quickly. Okay, there's a circle for the top of the head, and the best way to get a, can you even see that? Forgive me. No, you can't. So let's do this. There we go. Apologize. So just went around circle a couple times. It felt like it was not far out enough, so then went out again, just took it further out, and then just went over a couple times. So we got more or less what we want our circle to be, and then we'll erase everything else. Okay, so that is the top of the head. And from here, that comes to about where we'd want the middle of the head to be, more or less, and then bring the chin all the way down to about here. I guess technically, we could make it like it's almost like 2/3. So let's just say it's roughly 2/3. So if there's a middle right here, it'd be this length, and this length-ish. We don't need it to be exact right now. And we'll bring this in down right here, and right about in between this middle length right here, we'll kind of bring this, it kind of tapers down and then in more, down and then in more. Doesn't matter if it's perfect, we're just making a fun little sketch. Okay, and one way you can see if it's symmetrical or not is you can literally just hold it up to the light, and let me see if I can make this lighter again. And then you can see if it's straight or not. So that's not going to be our focus today. If it's a little crooked, I'll be fine with that. And then at the end we can erase whatever marks we don't want. See, look, we don't need to do that right now, but just show you for a moment. We have double lines right here. That's okay. We'll keep the one we want, just like this. If I come here and I want it to come out a little bit and down a little bit, I'll darken the one I want to keep. See how that works? Okay, cool. So after that, I probably want the eyes to come down to about right here. Maybe about the middle right here is where I want the eyes to come up to. And we'll do about like a parentheses type deal going on here. More or less. And bring this in right here. And so the outside will kind of come down like this. We're gonna kind of make like a little winged edge right there. So really we can just make an arch and then wing it at the end. Make a little wing at the end. And same thing here. We want this to kind of come up like this. And I can tell that this doesn't go down far enough. So again, I'll bring this here. And I'll bring this up a little bit. And we can always make sure that if it's how symmetrical it is by looking at it from the other side. It's close enough for me for right now. And so what we're going to want to do is on the inside, make a little arch. Like on the inside right here. Bring it down right here. And then just curve it in. And then we can darken this up. Okay. And after that, we can bring in a line that comes here. Oops. That was so way off that I'm going to go ahead and start that over again. I want it to come to about the middle. So, and we're going to make it almost like a clock, radiating from right here where the nose would be. But we want to curve it a little. So we will go, oops, again, sorry, messed up again. Let's go ahead and bring it to about here. We'll go ahead and make a circle right here. I'm gonna make them pretty equal distant. And then right here we will my bad, I didn't bring it from here again. Okay, so you see what we did here, and we will do, I guess, 2 or 3 of these webbings from here. So from here we will go 1, oops, and then have it kind of go out like this. So here we'll go like this, and we want it to kind of come back down like this, and then same here. You see what we did there? So from here, we'll go from here. Okay, that'll work. That's good enough for me. And that's it. We can start coloring it. We can, we're gonna use cherry and licorice right here. And smells good already. And then, well, just let's go ahead and start coloring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace this part right here and make long strokes that kind of bring it in. I want to try not to go over the same parts over and over because it'll get darker. And over here, the more you go over the same part, again, it'll darken. So be mindful of that. I'm using the broad side of our marker. Here, let's go ahead and you know what? Let me go ahead and sweep this to the bottom. And there's different things we can do here, and you'll get, you know, a cooler effect depending on what you do. Like for example, we can follow the lines and kind of make it follow that way. Right now, just showing you the absolute easiest way, but yes, it does matter. If you follow the lines, it'll give it a cool little effect. Right here, be careful because if you put your hand down on there, it'll smear it. So, you know, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a sketch sheet of paper, fold it in half, and then put my hand on that so that I don't smear it, but be careful that that doesn't smear it itself. So here we go. I'm going to then just follow along the edge of our drawing here. See what I did there? I'm gonna turn this here and follow this edge. Make sure they connect well. Let me just go over a little bit. There we go. And it's really that simple. Maybe we don't like how this came in, so we'll just bring this out just a little bit, ever so slightly. Look at that. There we go. Okay. So now we'll get our licorice here. And be careful because it looks like I still have little particles that were left from the last time we used this. And, well, let's go ahead and let's outline what we would like the eye to look like. So the eye is going to look like this. And then kind of down and up like this. So same thing here. This one looks like it went further down, so my bad with that, but we'll just keep going. No big deal. And then we will look at the lines we made here. We want this nice and dark and thick here. And then we will bring it back up here. Same thing here. Bring this out and down right here. Okay. So, because some of these lines are smaller, I'm going to use the thinner part of the chisel. Be careful and fill in the little lines as they come down here. I want to try not to do little sketchy ones. I want to do like big, longer strokes. There we go. And there we go. This one, I want to try to match it evenly a little bit, so I'll bring it up to there. That's pretty good. And we're also going to want to trace the outside. I would suggest, it's up to you how thick you want that outside line to be, but we want to be able to trace it pretty close to the line that we want it at. So let's go ahead and use the thinner side of our chisel, and let's just try and trace the outside line the best that we can. I'll go ahead and turn our paper here. So I might need to match that thickness with my chisel, and then bring it along the edge here. There we go. And try to do it right on the line. Look how it's kind of, if I zoom in, oops. If I zoom in, it's partially on and off the line because it kind of covers it up that way to connect it. And here we go. I'll bring this here and there we go. And look how that came out. So if we want to touch up the red a little bit, we sure can, especially now because we have interesting little lines going every which direction. So I'll clean it up by bringing the line straight here, thickening right here where the pencil lines are. Same thing here. Try not to trace over the black too much. That's why I'm doing this now, because if you trace over the black, it'll start picking that up. So you're welcome to thicken any lines you want now. Make it go the direction that you want. We can also use this technique to shade it if we wanted to, but we can do that on another video another day. So for the purpose of this easy sketch, we'll do like this. There we go. Okay. Now this is still kind of wet because it's a lot of ink. We'll use our licorice, and let's go ahead and do like this for the middle, and let's bring the thin part of our marker. So we can have these lines kind of coming out like this. And same thing here. There we go. And well, maybe I made it a little too thick, those lines, so make sure you stay with the thinnest part, but you'll still get the point, and it'll still be good enough for our sketch here. There we go. If you'll notice, I brought this up higher than the original sketch was because I felt, you know what, maybe it'd be better there. And that's the beauty, is that it doesn't have to be perfect, and you can still make last minute changes. And there we go. There's your Spider-Man. Wait till it dries a little bit, so give it a couple minutes to dry, and then you can start erasing these little pencil marks that you didn't care for. You just don't want to do it too soon because it'll start smearing the ink on the marker. And there you go. You have your Spider-Man. You know, hope you like that, and then you can always make this even cooler by, you know, we can start to flesh him out a little bit more with you know, with making this more complex, but that'll be for another day. Either way, hope you liked it. Super simple and only took a few minutes. I did it extra slow. Once you've done this a couple times, you know, it gets a lot easier. But let me know what you think. We can do more cool, simple ones like this, only using these markers. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Talk to you later. Peace. Oh, and again, these are the Mr. Sketch Scented markers. Seeing you soon. Peace out, guys.